When I go shooting, I always have basic first aid stuff that I carry. Shooting medical kit. This one is from my medic. Eye protection and ear protection. Let's get on with the video. Well, here it is, the Smith Wesson R8. Now this gun is absolutely beautiful. The Smith Wesson M&P R8 has an 8-round capacity and fires .357 Magnum. I'm gonna give a huge shout out to John with Tactical Toolbox for letting me borrow this and do some extensive testing on it. It's absolutely impressed me. I really like the R8, and I kind of wish that this was my gun because I really don't want to give it back. So the R8 does come with a rail on top, and it comes with a built-in rail on the bottom. So you can mount lights, you can mount lasers, whatever you want to do. And then on top, you can actually mount optics, whether you want to do a red dot or if you want to put like a long eye relief hunting scope, something like that on it. Overall, the R8's a very comfortable gun and isn't actually that big. So here's my hand, and there's the R8 in comparison. So the R8 action is actually very comfortable and very crispy too. So I'm gonna see if I can get some audibles for you guys. You hear all those clicks? It has a very light single action trigger pull. And then here's your double action trigger pull. But what's really cool about the trigger pull on the double action is it's smooth. So of course, double action trigger pulls are notoriously heavy because you're cocking the hammer, you're also rotating the cylinder, and then releasing the hammer all in your one trigger pull. Smith & Wesson does a really good job at taking that and smoothing it out. Even though you hear those clicks in the different stages, you don't feel those clicks. So it just keeps going. It's one smooth double action trigger pull. And of course, the single action trigger pull is just non-existent. Extremely crispy and sexy and smooth. How beautiful is this thing? Look at that. Look at the lines, the curves. It's like modern and classic combined together. This is a really beautiful firearm. It's my style. I like it. I like modern firearms and classic fire. I don't know, I like it. It looks good. So we have 8 rounds of .357 Magnum hard cast loaded up right now in the R8. So let's go ahead and do the first 8 rounds through it. I'm gonna go single action first shot, see if I can hit that target. That target, by the way, is 70 yards away. Ooh, see that muzzle flash? Oh, I feel like I'm getting close. Oh yeah. So close. Oh yeah, 2. This thing's comfortable. You know, it's a .357. It's a powerful round, but when you have a gun that's got so much weight and the grip has like these really deep finger grooves, so the kick of the .357 does not hurt. It's not snappy. It doesn't hurt your hand, doesn't hurt your wrist, at least out of a firearm this size, but it has a good rolling feel. So it doesn't feel too bad whatsoever. And I was dancing all around that target, and again, that target's 70 yards away, so that's a little far for a pistol target. I'm gonna try some 38s. Let's try that out. So now I have 8 rounds of 38 special. So what's nice about .357 Magnums is they will also fire 38 special. There's severely reduced recoil, a lot less power in a 38 special, but for something for training or whichever, sometimes it could be cheaper, but right now it seems like 38's in 357s are about the same, but sometimes it's nice to have the option to fire a round that's a lot less powerful than the 357 Magnum. Recoil impulse, anything like that. So let's do 8 rounds, 38 special. Well, I think I just got a squib. Did you hear that little pop? That's a squib round. At least you guys can hear what a squib sounds like. Let's see if I can actually pry this thing out. So the big question is, why is there such thing as a modern tactical revolver like this? SWAT breaching teams actually reached out to Smith Wesson and wanted something that can be used by the person that holds the shield, the first person in the stack holding the ballistic shield. I guess with a semi-auto firearm, when they're holding their shield up, the slide, and they have their hand, you know, wrapped around the shield, that slide, when they fire it, can make contact with the actual shield. And because obviously semi-automatic guns, that the slide moves back and forth when you're firing it. So that slide of that gun makes contact with the shield, and it can cause failures, cause malfunctions, of course, failure to feed, stuff like that, jams, all that. So they reached out to Smith & Wesson to create a tactical and effective revolver for the guy holding the shield that does not need to have a reciprocating slide on it. So Smith & Wesson came up with this. You have an 8-shot tactical revolver. This can handle a light, it can handle a laser, it can even handle optics on top. It has a very comfortable grip with really deep finger grooves, so this thing really holds on. I have the Smith & Wesson 586, and that thing has that smooth wooden grip, and it kind of rolls out of your hand when you fire it. But this one, no, this one, it really grabs in there really well. First things first, we're gonna do 8 rounds with the R8 into that target as quickly as I feel I can accurately hit it. And let's do it. All right, R8. Not very accurately. The 357 is an extremely comfortable round to shoot. Now the nice thing with 357s, and as I've stated in my previous 586 video, you can also shoot 38 special out of it. So if you have somebody that you're teaching to shoot, sometimes you can find 38s for a little bit cheaper as well, just not really right now. So 38s and 357s are just ridiculously expensive right now. So I'm gonna do 8 rounds of 38 special just because I am completely out of 357 Magnum. Well, what's cool about these revolvers, as I said before, it works just fine. You're just not gonna get that punch of a 357. Not a big deal. 38s are also very fun to play with. All right, let's do a quick 8. Ah, love it. But if you're teaching someone to shoot and they're afraid of that recoil, go ahead and stick 8 rounds of 38 special inside this thing, and then you have a pretty tame gun, extremely tame gun. To be honest, it's already tame with a 357, but the 38, that's pretty dang tame. So I'm gonna give a huge shout out to John with Tactical Toolbox for letting me borrow this and do some extensive testing on it. And I haven't mounted any optics, I haven't mounted any lights to it, mostly because I don't want to scratch up the rails when I give it back. This gun has become pretty iconic in some modern video games such as Counter-Strike, CSGO, and I believe is also featured in The Walking Dead from some of the commenters that have commented on a couple of my previous videos. So really cool gun, cool tactical iteration. It's a cool tactical revolver. If you all found this video interesting and entertaining, if you guys did, please give me a thumbs up and leave a comment in the comment section below and hit that subscribe button. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you next time.